The Feast of the Transfiguration comes around every year on August the 6th. It's not one of the major festivals of the Christian year. I dare say most people never even think of it, especially as it falls within holiday time these days. It marks the point in the Gospels where an event took place, which is like a tipping point in the Gospel story. And in Matthew, Mark and Luke, we're told that Jesus took his disciples apart for a period of training and for rest and reflection. During that period, their eyes seem to be opened to the reality of who Jesus is. We find that Peter particularly says, "You are the Son of God, the Messiah." And Jesus says, "God himself has revealed this to you." And he takes three of the disciples to one side, up a mountain, possibly Mount Hermon in the northern part of Israel. And there his appearance is changed or transfigured. And they see not just the human Jesus that they've got used to following, but something rather more than human is happening here. And his face lights up in a much more brilliant way than it had been done before. And two figures appear, Moses and Elijah. Moses representing the law, Elijah representing the prophets of the Old Testament. Both characters whose death had been unusual. No one saw them die, and so the expectation was in some way they were still around and might return when the Messiah comes. And they're seen, both of them, talking with Jesus. And this recognition of Jesus as the Messiah and as the Son of God is then confirmed by a voice they hear where God says, "This is my Son, my beloved, trust in him, follow him." From that point onwards in the Gospels, it becomes a story of what it really means to be a disciple of Jesus. The self-sacrifice, the self-denial, the following of his ways, and for Jesus, of course, the ultimate sacrifice of the cross. And so in many ways, the Feast of the Transfiguration marks the turning point in the Gospels, where it moves from calling people to follow Jesus to spelling out the terms of discipleship in the light of the fact that he is indeed the Son of God.